Yasmin Sawa. I'm a teacher and a school leader. Artificial intelligence, driverless cars, virtual reality, Internet of Things. These innovations have changed the way the world of work operates. We are increasingly pushed to reimagine education in order for it to remain relevant in this world of digital economy. Over the past few decades, there has been a growing recognition that students need to be taught a wide array of skills in order to meet the needs of today's and tomorrow's workplace. Often referred to as 21st century skills, these skills include being able to solve complex problems, think critically, communicate effectively, work in collaboration with others, observe principles of inclusivity, have ethical awareness, and personal integrity. It also includes a set of intrapersonal skills such as self-management, self-development, and ability to adapt to rapid changes. What is missing in most curricula is the coursework dedicated to development to these skills. For example, most students are never explicitly taught how to solve problems. Over the course of their education, they are mostly required to concentrate on applying material from the textbooks to find answers to specific types of problems. In other words, students apply learned techniques and methods to particular problems, but only within the context of knowing that such methods are appropriate for these particular problems. They are rarely taught how to think about solving problems in general. In real world, however, problems unfortunately do not come with instructions or textbooks. To make matters more complicated, real world does not even always come with clearly framed problems. So first, we need to learn to identify and formulate the problem before we can move ahead to finding solutions. Great problem solvers have to be, first of all, problem finders. On the other end of the spectrum are the attempts to teach those skills by teaching students about them, in the hope that raising awareness would fill that educational gap. Whilst it is important, simply talking about those skills will not automatically lead to cognitive and behavioral change in students. Therefore, a different approach is needed. Let's return back to problem solving. One of the approaches to solving problems, known as 6 thinking hats, represents a particular way of thinking. The system was first developed in 1980s by Edward de Bono. The process involves wearing imaginary hats, each representing some function of the thinking process. Instead of thinking simultaneously across different dimensions of the problem, the thinker, when using this method, is focused on one thing at a time. Each dimension is represented by a different colored hat. Blue hat represents managing and control of the whole process. It is used to outline the idea and draw conclusions. White hat is the first hat to be used after defining the problem and is responsible for collating of objective facts and figures necessary for solving the problem. Yellow hat focuses on positive aspects of ideas or solutions. Red hat explores emotional reactions to the ideas. Black hat represents the negative sides of the ideas. This is when flaws and weaknesses of the ideas can be discussed. But it is important not to use this hat too early in the problem-solving process to avoid bringing it to a halt. Finally, green hat is responsible for creativity and helping to generate new alternative ideas. De Bono's psychological approach to problem solving represents a simple framework that allows to bring different and conflicting perspectives together. But it is often criticized for lacking mathematical precision. Those who prefer a more logical way may enjoy a puzzle approach to learning problem solving. It was popularized by Martin Gardner in mid-20th century and further followed upon and supported by a number of renowned mathematicians and scientists. Educational puzzles and brain teasers are incredibly popular. They provide a great way to introduce students to the concepts of logic, algebra, probability, or physics in a fun, engaging, and unconventional way. Solving puzzles also helps to improve spatial and quantitative reasoning skills. It provides a sense of achievement at discovery, so-called aha moment. And most importantly, it helps to ignite curiosity, encourage concentration, and improve attention to detail. Different ways to teach problem solving are not mutually exclusive. Different problems would benefit from utilizing different frameworks. It is important to recognize that problem solving in an education environment is not always about the answer, but is always about the cognitive process that happens in the solver's mind. Genuine problem solving does not rely on ready-made methods. It is about exploration, creativity, and joy of discovery. Similarly, critical thinking is also generally accepted as a vital 21st century skill. Employers consistently rank it among the top skills they want to see in their employees. But not all thinking is critical thinking. Rote recall is often considered to be the opposite of critical thinking, and by itself is considered to be a lower level type of thinking. It is, however, a necessary component of the ability to think critically. Without underlying knowledge, we're unable to think critically about complex issues such as global warming, political or social events. Critical thinkers display open-mindedness in pursuit of truth and do not cling to their beliefs when presented with contradicting evidence. Studies show that it is possible to teach critical thinking skills in such a way that would allow students to apply them across subject domains and in everyday life. For example, we can use material from history to introduce a concept of causation and correlation, which later can be applied in economics lessons. Students then will be able to apply this principle when discussing latest news to analyze effects of vaccines or other interventions. Another fascinating aspect of critical thinking was recently discovered. Researchers compared critical thinking skills and intelligence as being predictors of real-life decision. It appears that a higher level of critical thinking skills had a significantly higher predicting power when it comes to positive life outcomes. It also associated with greater life satisfaction, better social relations, and general well-being. As we can see, there are real-life benefits to being efficient critical thinkers, giving us all the more reasons to teach it in schools. Only few of our students will become world leaders, renowned scientists, or inventors, but all have the ability to become happier, more empowered, and socially effective human beings. As educators, we owe it to our students. If you're a teacher or a student, we would love to hear your thoughts and learn about your experiences.